Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. Major changes are on the way for how Kiwi workers' leave balances are handled. The government is proposing to change annual leave from an entitlement where you're only eligible after 12 months to something that is accrued from day one.
Under the plan, part-time workers would no longer be eligible to the full 10 days of sick leave full-time employees get. And as Isabel Ewing reports, that change to sick leave has left the Prime Minister accused of breaking a promise to voters.
A campaign trail promise is easy to make in the moment.
What about the 10 days sick leave? Would you revert that to 5?
It is what it is now, and it's passed and it's set in.
So you won't change that?
Tricky to keep in a three-party coalition. Part-time workers could see their sick leave cut in half.
What we're saying is if you work the full work week, you'd be entitled to 10 days sick leave. If you work fewer hours than that, it would become proportional to the hours that you've been working.
I was really shocked to hear this proposal. This is a broken promise from the government.
The proposal to reduce sick leave entitlements for part-time workers is part of Brooke Van Velden's plan to fix up the complex and unwieldy Holidays Act. Also proposed changes to how annual leave is provided.
Instead of being entitled to 4 weeks annual leave after 12 months of continuous employment, we're bringing that forward so people are accruing week by week from the moment of employment.
Welcomed by the Employers and Manufacturers Association.
The legislation as it stands is very, very complicated, and that's why we've been pushing for a change for over a decade.
But unions say workers' rights are being eroded under the guise of simplifying the system.
It's never fair to attack people who already are at a disadvantaged situation. So part-time workers are likely to be earning less money, likely to be in more precarious situations, and in fact are just as likely to get sick as anybody else.
But it's also unfair on an employer to expect to carry a balance of 10 days sick leave for someone who, if you're working once a week, that's 48 days a year and you're getting 10 days sick leave. That's a big chunk.
Labor says there are problems with compliance with the Holidays Act and work was underway to improve it.
One of those issues was not that people got too much sick leave. That's a political, ideological question that the ACT Party believes in.
ACT also campaigned on scrapping matariki or swapping it out for one of the other statutory holidays. Brooke Van Velden said that's not on the table today. Details on proposed legislation will be released in September for targeted consultation with workers and businesses. Isabel Ewing, Newshub.